Hello everyone, welcome to my show. I am Path. You know that. Well, you should, unless someone directed you here and you're new. But that's your prerogative, and I don't know that. As you can tell, I'm driving, so I'm having Max record. Max, say hello. So, just he and I are driving rehearsal, and I had another thought. Thought it was worthy of share, so figured I would. So the last thing I talked about was being me, or being you. This one's about patience. Patience is a dang funny thing. I've spent a lot of my life waiting and planning for things to happen in my future. Trying to prepare things so that I can have a better life in my future. But there are strange things about doing things like that. If you're always waiting for your future, you never enjoy today. Sometimes you need to plan a specific point in your future, and you need to embrace it when it's today. Sometimes you have to plan way ahead in your future. As long as you make sure that that way ahead in the future, you enjoy it when it's here. And you never stop waiting. You've always got to wait. Always something you got to wait for. Even when you think, you're tired of waiting, you've done waiting all your life, and you're just tired of waiting, can't you have something now? Well, if you took a moment to stop and think, you'd see some of the things you have now. And then you'd look at the things that you have to wait for, and, well, you might not be so upset by the state of things. Like I've said, I spent a lot of my life waiting. I'm 18, and I've still spent a lot more time waiting than some people who are 30 have spent waiting for things. Some people just get stuff handed to them. Their parents spoil them rotten, give them everything they want. They ask for something, parents give it, fork over the money. Or they mooch off their friends. Or they take what they want from other people and don't give two hoots about what anyone else thinks. Some people, on the other hand, do more like me. They wait, plan, invest in their future, and try to have things work out for them that way. Some people take a middle ground. Middle ground's a bit better. You plan for your future, you enjoy it when it's here, but at the same time, while you're enjoying it, you keep your doors open for your future so you can enjoy things continuously. But the future is something that is very easy to be impatient for. Currently, I've been looking for a job, and my brother and I recently got hired at Chipotle. I'll talk about that at some point. But my brother and I got hired at Chipotle. I am very eager to start receiving a paycheck so that I can start building up my future. And part of that is because there's things I want. I want to build a computer so that I can do better stuff with YouTubing, buy equipment like headsets, microphones, etc. But another thing I wanted to do, aside from saving for my own future and building myself up, I want to be able to help other people. The thing is, there's a passage in the Bible, don't worry about the splinter in your neighbor's eye when you've got a log in your own eye. So it's saying take care of yourself before you try to take care of someone else. Because if you're busy taking care of somebody else while you're drowning, you're not going to be able to save many people. You're not going to be able to help many people. That's a hard thing for me to swallow. Very difficult thing. I want to help people. I want to do good. I want to give people from what I have, because I know I've got it so much better than so many other people out in the world. But right now, it's just not a good thing for me to do that, because if I do that now, then there are so many people who I'm not going to be able to help. And if you screw yourself over early on, then people are having to help you. So you're achieving the opposite of what you're wanting. So it's a difficult thing. I'm having to still learn patience. It is one of the lessons that you never stop learning. You always have to learn patience. And sometimes I have a pretty good grip on it. And then I find something that I have to be patient for. Something that I'm not quite ready to be patient for at that moment. And it frustrates me and it aggravates me. Or sometimes I'll be waiting for something for a long time and it'll just then start to get to me that I keep waiting for it and waiting for it. Well, how much longer do I have to wait? One of the things about patience, if you plan stuff for your future, plan stuff that you can keep doing, it's easier to be patient. If you are waiting to save up for something, but meanwhile you have a job or two jobs, or you have a job and you're doing a musical, or you're doing something with your time, suddenly that time goes by a lot quicker. You look a few days, a few weeks, a few months down the road, depending upon how long you're having to wait, a few years down the road. And suddenly you're like, that went by really quickly. It's part of why I've been so eager to have a job. Because I want something to take my mind off of things. Time seemed to fly by towards the end of my high school education. I'd blink and suddenly a few days had gone by, a whole week had gone by, months had gone by. The blink of an eye. It kind of stayed like that the first month or two of high school, but this past couple months, time seems to be crawling by. I was talking with someone about, I think it was some of the people from Chipotle about application, and they asked how long I'd been. No, it was this site called something like Every Job for Me, and the lady asked how long I'd been looking for a job, and I realized it had only been like a week or two, and it just surprised me that I hadn't really been out there, looking for a job that long. It felt like it had been a while that I'd been looking for a job, but it wasn't. Time seems to be crawling by for me at the moment. Maybe that's because there are a number of things that I'm waiting on. I'm too focused on waiting on them. Weird. That's why patience is one of the most difficult lessons to learn. Sometimes time seems to fly by, and you don't have to wait for anything, it seems. Sometimes time drags, and it seems like you're waiting forever. You're always going to have to wait. There's always going to be something to wait for. Thing is if you decide to just stop waiting, then you screw yourself over and you're going to have to wait longer. No matter how good you think you are with patience, you're always going to have something more to learn. You're always going to have something more to improve upon. You'll lose your temper with someone. You'll lose your temper with a situation. You'll get frustrated because someone is taking forever to spit out a sentence or to come to a conclusion. Or you'll be frustrated because it's taking you forever in order to get something. To get a decent paycheck, to get a promotion, to get a raise, to get the latest and greatest technology. A bit of advice that I've tried to give people, and that I need to try to take a bit more for myself, is find things to fill up your time. Things that you enjoy doing. We all know that time flies when you're having fun. That's why when you watch YouTube videos of people, gaming and such, suddenly, half an hour has gone by, and, where'd the time go? Time flies when you're having fun, so do something that keeps you entertained, keeps you busy, keeps you happy. That way you're happy while you're having to wait. You're not so frustrated because you're waiting. You'll be happy because you have something to keep you occupied, to keep you entertained. But don't stress. Don't worry. Why would you stress and worry about something that you're still going to have to wait either way? Whether you stress about it, whether you worry about it, what's that going to do? Because as far as I can imagine, all it's going to do is make you unhappy. If by doing that you can think of something better to do, you can think through things to make your situation better, fine, have at it. But if you're just stressing and worrying because you're tired of waiting, don't bother with that. It's just going to make you unhappy. Recognize where the situation is at. Look for anything you can do to better it, if you can. Let it be. It's not like you can do anything else, so why be miserable about something that you can't do a darn about? Be happy. Don't worry. Just be happy. Hakuna Matata. All there is to it. Thing is, don't ask for patience either. Practice it, but don't ask God for patience, because He will give you opportunities to practice it. Just instead of asking for patience, just be more patient, because that's basically what happens when you ask for patience. God will give you an opportunity to be patient, and you have an opportunity to practice it. So just, if you're frustrated, if you're stressed, try as best you can to take a moment, a step back, and look at the situation and think about it. And is it really worth it to be that frustrated and upset? Is it going to accomplish anything? And sometimes what it accomplishes is you vent and you get something off your system. Sometimes people need that. Sometimes I need that. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just not going to do any good. Or even if it does help you vent, it's not something worth venting because it's going to do you more harm than good. Like if you have a personal screaming match, or if you punch a wall or a locker and you hurt your hand. Try to take a few moments to take a step back and calm down. Look at the system, look at the situation, and see if there's anything you can really do about it. And if you can, great. If you can't, let it be. Can't do anything at that point, so just chill. Calm out. Let it go. I think that's just about everything I have to say on the topic. So with that all being said, like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe to become a VIP today. If you'd want, share the video. Maybe it can help someone out. Or, just you can ignore it. I hope that by watching this video, it helps you out with the things you're being patient for, and if nothing else, it probably killed. How long is the video so far, Max?
15 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah. Killed about a good quarter of an hour, so you can take that off if you're waiting. So, yeah. Well, have a great day.